What's up, everybody? Welcome to Real Men Real Talk. This is the place to have uncomfortable conversations in the world's most comfortable underwear. Today, I am joined by Tilghman.
Hello to the people.
Yeah, that's right. Thought you were going to do that. Today, we've got a great episode for you. We're going to be ranking our favorite styles of underwear. This came from a Reddit post that we saw online, and we think it's going to be a really cool episode. A lot of good conversation here. But before we start this episode, Tilghman, you asked the question because you had it.
Oh, okay. So the question is, if you had one style of underwear to wear for the rest of your life, what style would you pick?
Boom. Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear what you guys have to say about that. Hey, guys, if you love these styles of videos, like this video, comment. We do read the comments. The likes help push it in the algorithm so other people can see this and we can have a great conversation about this. Also subscribe because, hey, you'll get updates on the next cool video that we drop. Also hit that bell if you feel so led. So without further ado, we are getting into best underwear styles. Now, a little bit of context for this video. This is going to be pretty much your everyday wear, all right? We're not talking like specific use cases. We're not talking like, the best for lounge, the best for workouts, the best for whatever. No, this is kind of all around what you wear on the daily. So if I say something bad about a set of underwear that you happen to like, we're going off of everyday wear, all right? So starting with briefs, the classic briefs. Tilghman, what are your thoughts on the briefs?
Well, a lot of people might look at briefs and think whitey tighties, right? So this might be a little crazy, but my thought on the briefs automatically goes to poop stains.
Really?
Because I've always thought of whitey tighties, right? And so I was never a fan of briefs for a long time just because of the colorway, because you couldn't really ever find any colored briefs except for whitey tighties. And so I'm not saying I didn't know how to clean myself, but I was the youngest of three, so my brother and sister would give me wedgies all the time, and I was wearing briefs, okay? And so, I mean, what's going to happen when you're a kid and you get a wedgie and you're a little dirty, you haven't showered? I mean, there's going to be some staining going on, right? And so that was my biggest turnoff from them. But as an adult, obviously, it's not like that. I don't have anybody giving me wedgies. I mean, honestly, I was okay. I'm okay with briefs now as an everyday wear. I'd say they're chill, in my opinion.
You think they're chill?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So right off the bat, I can go with that. I don't know. Like I'd put briefs in the locked in category. By the way, these terms are apparently Gen Z terms. I thought they sounded funny and they make enough sense to me that I can use them. Man, briefs is still a staple to a lot of people though.
It's a tough one, man. And it's like I said,
a tough one.
It is like I can see why you're saying locked in. I'm chill with them. And I guess for me too, I think about my thigh size. I've got larger thighs. So sometimes when I wear a brief too much, it can get too much skin to skin contact on the leg. And so that kind of gets bothersome. So that's kind of why I'm at the chill mode instead of the locked in. Cause it wouldn't be like my first go-to pick if that's what I had to choose.
Okay. You know what? I can get on board with that. We're going to put briefs in the chill category. All right.
Chill.
Cool. All right. Let's see. Where do we want to pick? Let's just go in the next in line. Okay. So moving on to trunks. So this is like your 3-inch inseam boxer briefs. So they'll also sometimes, I've heard them called boxsters.
Okay. That's the first time I've heard that.
I think that's one that I've heard. Maybe that's just a brand specific thing from, I think it was ErgoWear who said that one. So, okay. My thoughts on the boxers. As far as the cut goes, I love the cut. It's not that smaller size. So it looks a little more masculine, yet it's not like so long that it's going to ride up my legs too much, depending on the brand. But honestly, it's really hard for me to find a set that doesn't ride up my legs. Like even our Real Men ones tends to ride up my legs a little bit because my thigh is pretty thick in the middle. Yeah. So I'd put it in the chill, honestly. That's where I would go with it. So start us off, Tilghman. Where would you put it and why?
Cooked with the trunks, man. I'm sorry.
You're cooked.
I'm cooked, man.
Whoa.
Well, hold on now. Now I'm starting to process a little bit.
No, go ahead. Tell us about it.
There's a set of trunks from our company, the 3-inch inseam with the V fly in the all black colorway. I will wear that one as my base liner in my swimming trunks because that is the only one out of any trunk that I've tried, not just from Real Men, but any trunk I've tried. That is the only trunk that does not roll up my leg. Right. So the inseam. So I always deal with rolling up and it gets annoying. And so that's the only one. So I guess just because of that, I can put them in the falling off, but I'm not chill with them.
Wow. You know what? And here's the thing, guys. I see these for sale like all the time in the big box stores.
Yes.
I was overseas for a while, and these things were really popular in Europe. Like you go into pretty much any big box store in Europe, and this was the style that was there. No
Mhm.
pouch and this length. You know what? The problem is that I don't think most guys have thighs to accommodate these and not have them roll up. I'm going to take a guess at that. Maybe a lot of you guys, maybe there's you guys out there that love it, but you know what? I'm going to put in the falling off because Tillman, I think you're right. I think it fits fewer people well,
Yeah. Yeah.
just like structurally speaking.
Yeah, and I see that too, and I found there's a lot of guys that like trunks, but they tend to be on the skinnier body side. So it's just like
Yeah.
those are the only guys that I see enjoying trunks. Now there are some guys that have larger thighs than myself, and I have a pretty large size, but they're like, "Oh, I love trunks. I live by trunks. I die by trunks." I'm like, "Okay, that's crazy," you know. So it really
Yeah.
depends. What I would recommend if somebody was like to buy underwear for the first time was like, "Hey, if you got a larger thigh, maybe a brief, maybe a longer inseam. If you don't, you can try it out," kind of deal, you know?
All right, Tillman. So we're moving on to the next one. I feel like I'm going to piss off a lot of people with our opinions on the next one. But Tillman, boxers, not boxer briefs, boxers, those loose things that look like shorts,
Uh-huh.
everyday wear, where would you rank them and why?
Well, we did an episode about the perspective, like how we talked about how our perspectives of things influenced our wear of underwear when we were younger. And it makes me think back about boxer shorts. I remember my brother always wanted to go to the mall and buy like classy Aeropostale, Hollister boxer shorts and stuff like that. And so I wanted to hop on that trend. And so I told my
Mm,
mom, I said, "Hey, for my birthday, I want to get the same underwear as my older brother," because that was like the cool thing to do. Right. And so I
always.
did. And I was wearing them and I chafed the very first time I ever wore boxer shorts so bad. It was terrible. And then I played pee wee football, and I tried wearing them to football practice, and that was terrible too. And then I tried to sleep
Mm,
in them, and it's like I couldn't get myself comfortable. So I'm cooked with boxer shorts, man. I feel like
mm.
I'm cooked with them, man. Listen, if you're a guy and you wear boxer shorts and you happen to be married, the lady might be able to sleep with some boxer shorts, and she's gonna look good in 'em. But other than that, that's about it, you know?
Okay. Yeah. I'm cooked with boxer shorts. I like I tried them when I was a kid. Like I was a tighty whitey's kid,
Yep.
and I tried boxer shorts. And hey, you know the older kids, the cooler kids, were doing those. Um, they're like, why would you do that to yourself? Why? It's just an extra layer of fabric. It's generally looser than your pants or your shorts. It's
Mhm.
all it is an extra layer. I feel like you could maybe make the argument if it's wintertime and you want sort of the commando feel, which by the way, we're going to be talking about commando a little bit later. That little circle that has nothing on it. That's going to be, we're going to talk about that. So yeah, boxer briefs are cooked. I'm sorry. It just does not make sense. We are in the 21st century, people. There are so much better options, tailor-made even for your
Yes.
body as a man. Moving on, we have two kinds of boxer briefs here, Tillman.
Okay.
I'm going to start us off with first set that we're looking at right here. We're going to be calling this like kind of the 7-inch boxer brief. Okay. So the 7-inch boxer briefs, for me, and that's a hard one because it really depends on the brand. I'm somewhere in between chill and falling off on
Okay.
7-inch boxer briefs just because of the way my thighs are. And guys, like this is a very personal thing for you. If your thighs are bigger in the middle, that inseam on that 7-inch boxer brief may or may not fall above that thickest part. And if it falls below it, then it'll probably stay in place. If it falls above it, it's probably going to ride up your legs. All right. It's a
Mhm.
very hard thing to do. So that's my opinion. Chill or falling off, kind of, I could lean toward the chill because I
Okay.
do wear them semi often. But now your turn, Tillman.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, boxer briefs that's my personal daily go-to. So
Okay.
I'm between, but I get what you're saying though, because there are some brands that on the larger part of the thigh, if it doesn't reach there, man, it's coming right back up. And it gets annoying, especially if you're like, I love boxer briefs, but if I'm wearing jeans, I just can't do it because jeans have like a rough
True.
interior. It gets kind of abrasive and it can mess with the
Yep.
fabric of your underwear. If I'm wearing sweatpants or something like that, or like some joggers, I'm totally chill with it. But I mean, I feel like I can go with chill with the 7-inch inseam just because of that thigh part
Okay.
right there. I don't like anything riding up my leg. I wear a lot of 7-inch inseam, but at the end of the day, it's still in that chill mode, you know?
Okay. All right. Well, that's where the 7-inch boxer briefs are going in the chill mode. All right. So moving on, this next one is going to be like a 9-inch boxer brief. Okay. Tillman, where would you put it?
Oh man, I'm goated with the 9" all the way
Coated
because
with a
that's
9".
yeah, goated with the 9" man. So I don't. So it's funny. I wear a lot of the 7" because I mean that's the majority of what we make at the Real Men Apparel Company. And that's all I wear anyway. But the 9" man, I am so goated with it because one, any of the 9" ones, most of them are like most of the ones that I wear that are 9" are either like a nylon or have been a polyester. I wear more nylon now, but they're going to be
Yeah.
more of a compressive wear. The 9" I like it because it stops almost like right above the knee area, not too close. It's enough coverage down the
Mhm.
leg, and there's no write up in any 9" I've ever worn, whether it be cotton,
Mhm.
modal, nylon, or polyester. There's never been any write up with a longer inseam, so that's why they're goated for me. I hate write up, and they don't give that to me.
Okay. You know what? I am right there with you.
Heck yeah.
Like 100%. I had already decided 9-inch boxer briefs, frickin' goated, man. If
Oh yeah.
you've got a lot of work to do, you've got a lot of walking to do,
Yep.
man, 9-inch just will not ride up my leg. Period. End of story. There was one brand that I tried. I will not name it, but it was a modal and it stretched a little bit throughout the day and started to ride up my leg. But specifically, like with the Real Men 9-inch, like oh my gosh. Like
Yeah.
if I need to do a lot of walking, if I need to do a lot of work outside, and I'm going to be sweating bad, the nylon 9-inch it completely removes that chafing between my legs. The pouch is like boxer style, loose and comfortable. I love it. But everywhere else on my body, that nylon is catching that sweat and dissipating it so quickly. I love the 9-inch boxer briefs.
Oh yeah. It's awesome, man.
Cool.
That's the most perfect set of boxer briefs ever made.
Yeah, I'm down. Okay, now on to bikini briefs. We're getting into the more, they're getting smaller.
They're getting skinnier.
All right. Yep. So bikini briefs. All right. I'm going to start this one.
Okay.
I'm going to put it where would I put it? Okay. So full disclosure, I normally would put this in goated, but I've gained a little weight. So now I've got to move it down because I kind of need a little help between the thighs with chafing. The reason why I love them so much is that the lines on bikini briefs pretty much naturally fall where my lines are. Got a full seat. The seam will come up underneath your butt. And then it's low rise, so it's not going to be riding up super high, and it'll kind of give that no show look if you guys are into that sort of thing. And then, of course, with the Real Men pouch, like you can size that pouch perfectly, like especially the modal ones that we sell. Oh my gosh, I love those things. They're fantastic.
Yes.
Tilghman, your turn.
So I'm pretty locked in with the low rise. And the reason I say that is because I wear a lot of jeans. That's the only kind of like I'll wear a low rise underneath any kind of jeans, and especially the nylon ones that we sell. Not the nylon mesh, but just the white, gray, and black set. I guess it's a micro
Yeah.
mesh nylon. And
Yeah, that's technically a mesh.
so like during the summertime, if I'm going to an event or something like that, I'm wearing pants, and that's going to be my go-to set. And there's no write up on them. And it's one of those sets where like I know I said I don't like my thighs touching, but I
Mhm.
can deal with it for a day or two if I'm going to choose some bikini briefs because I don't wear them all the time unless I'm wearing
Yeah.
pants. And sometimes I'm wearing pants and going out like 2 or 3 nights a week just because of events and other things like that with school and stuff
Mm.
like that. So it's, I mean, yeah, I'm locked in with them.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, that's where we're going with it. Bikini briefs going in the locked in category. All right. So now on to thongs. Now we have two different kinds of thongs. You have the regular thong, which has like a fair bit of fabric in the back area. And then you have the G string, which is like the teeniest, tiniest amount of fabric that you can possibly have. Starting out with a thong, man, what do I do with a thong? Because honestly, I'm not really a thong guy. It's not my deal. I don't like to have a bunch of stuff in my butt crack.
Who does, man?
Apparently, there's a lot of guys who do. Man, so I got to try to take into account other people. For me, it would probably go in like the chill or falling off category. Like, I don't think they're that bad. But since there's a lot of guys who like them, trying to take that into account, I might put it toward more of a locked in. Where do you fall with that, Tillman?
I never thought I would ever try a thong in my entire life. Okay.
Yeah.
And I tried one from the company when we launched them and I worked out for like 20 minutes with it. And you know what? I get it. I understand, but it's just not my everyday go to. I get why guys like to wear thongs, but as an everyday wear, I'm kind of in that falling off area as well. I don't like a lot of stuff in my butt. And sometimes I get some plumber's crack going on. I'm not going to lie. So I don't want anybody to see
I
that
think we all
waistline.
do.
or like I don't want them to see that whale tail, because they're gonna know
Yeah.
immediately what it is. So I'm just, and it's not even like a judgmental thing. It's just like it's not for me. It's in the falling
Yeah.
off. So
Wow. Okay. Man, I feel like we're going to piss a lot of people off. We're going to put in the falling off category.
sorry, guys. Hey, we love that you love
Sorry.
thongs, though. Yeah, we love you,
Yes.
but we're sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So thongs, close related, brother, cousin, whatever, the G string. So at Real Men, we actually, I helped design the thong for Real Men. And
This
from
one right
my
here.
experience, yeah, there it is.
Yep.
So Jared's our main guy for design, but when I cast my vote for like what we were doing with this back string area, I like the look of the regular fabric thong, like with that has more fabric in the back, but I hate a ton of fabric in the crack. It's just chafing to me. That's all it is. So what I thought is like, hey, well, let's do that little swoopy bit that comes off the waistband, but then turn it into a string so you don't have all that material in between your butt cheeks. I'm not a thong guy. I just tried to design one that if I was going to be, what would I wear? Honestly, I would put this in the locked in category because I think it's truer to like what a thong's actual purpose is, which is to have the most minimal amount of fabric, the least amount of chafing, so you have the most amount of breathability, flexibility, and all that. That's where I put the G string. What about you,
Okay.
Tillman?
I mean, I'm between locked in and chill with the G string just because there's minimal fabric. And when you wear it, it's one of those things where it doesn't feel like there's anything there anyway. And it just feels like
Exactly.
it just feels like if you could compare it to a strapless jock or even a jock strap. So where the strap goes through the butt crack. But it's one of those wears where you could go with fitted pants if you guys are going out to an event and you
Yep.
don't want to deal with write up with a tucked in shirt and stuff like that. Wear a thong, and it's not going to show because you got stuff tucked in and
Mhm.
everything like that. Nobody's going to know. So I mean, I can go with the locked in with the thong just because of the minimal fabric, and if you're wearing the right one, you're going to get great support from it as well. So I can go with it locked in.
Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. Yeah, I thought you were gonna stick more with the chill there. All right. So Tillman, tell us, where would you put the jock?
The jock strap. Okay, man, I am goaded with the jock straps, Chris. I'm goaded with the jock straps.
Really?
I told somebody on the live one time on TikTok, yeah, I mean, you can wear our modal jock straps as underneath some slacks and you're good to go. And he went off, dude, jokes about slacks and jock straps and stuff like that. And I
Uh,
recently was able to do that combination. The modal jock straps, even a nylon jock strap, depending on what company it's from, who it's from. I
mhm.
use the ones from Real Men, obviously, but I like the idea of having it as an everyday wear. And you can do so many other things with it as well. I mean, you can work out in it, do whatever. But as an everyday wear, I'm goaded with it.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. So personal opinion, I would move it personally more toward locked in.
Okay.
Though honestly, I think our audience would like the jockstrap. Like they're very on board with the jockstrap.
Yeah.
And I will say, especially after this latest update that we did on the pouch area, like it's so good. I feel like it's a very versatile garment as well. Yeah, we'll put it in the goated. It's
Let's go.
honestly, it's so darn comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
You can do a lot with it. You can even use it as just like if you're putting on like a lot of layers, you can use it as something to sort of like keep you centered
Mhm.
and not getting pushed around essentially.
And that's
But
one
yeah,
thing too.
very on board with it.
I had a buddy of mine, he actually got the jock straps and he had some thermal pants that didn't have a pouch in them, and he wore the jock straps underneath his thermals when he went
Yep.
hunting. And he was like, "Dude, this is the best
Yeah.
thing ever." I was like, "Heck yeah, go for it."
Yeah.
So,
I've even like yeah, I've got a set of old like grandpa style thermals
yeah.
and that works perfectly with them. All right. Only got a couple left. Leggings. Let's see. What do I do about the leggings? So I am not a leggings guy. Like I'm not the guy who puts on his leggings and wears them to the office because somebody sets the AC too cold. I'm also not the guy who like goes to the gym and wears leggings. It's
Mhm.
climate controlled in there. I don't need leggings. I will say for the modal leggings, I did wear them hunting.
Cool.
Extremely comfortable. It's just enough fabric as far as the modal goes to give you enough warmth to kind of keep that cold out, but not so much that when you go inside, you're sweating. So
Yeah.
as far as the modals, that's where I fall with it. I'm not much of a nylon legging guy. So Tillman, what you got? What do you think? Where would it go?
Well, Chris, where are you thinking it'd go?
Oh no. Oh no. Tillman, don't hold me to task. Don't make me make a decision. I would put it in chill
You'd put it in the chill.
because we hear from our customers that it doesn't work for everybody. And it's a really hard thing to get leggings that fit you perfectly because there's such a variation in body type. I would put it in the chill category.
I'm one of those people that don't really work for. At like it's tough to find a pair of leggings that would work for just my body type.
Mhm.
And I've tried going up a waistband size, going down a waistband size, going up and down a pouch size type deal, especially with the real men leggings. And I found so the brushed nylon ones, the Arctic Shields, they actually fit me the
Mhm.
best out of all of our sets because they're
Mm.
super skin tight and it's just that perfect warming layer. So they're definitely more of a if you go into a football game or a camp out type deal with the brushed nylon leggings. But if we're talking everyday wear, I mean, the modal leggings I can see as an everyday wear. I have worn them, but just like as a daily wear before, I'm pretty
Mhm.
comfortable. But they just, there's some things about leggings that I just have that body type where I just can't keep them up or they're sliding down. And so as an everyday wear, I feel like I'm constantly readjusting them. So
Mm.
I'd put them in the falling off, in my opinion, for me.
Wow.
I'd put them in the falling off just because of that aspect. And it turns into that bunching up kind of feel there too when I'm trying to readjust it. And it's just not working out for me, man. So I'm in the falling off
Okay.
category.
Wow. Man, I feel like I'm going to piss off a lot of people. Yeah, as far as the style goes, I'm going to put leggings in falling off. I think as far as like real men's leggings, I think they're one of the best you're going to find.
Yes.
Again, I'm not a big like leggings guy. I think they're the best you're going to find because we actually have space to put your junk.
Yep.
Okay. Right now, there's a few brands out there that kind of do it, but we actually kind of let you size that pouch and work through that. So yeah. Just as far as the style goes, I don't think I would do that. All right, we saved the most exciting for last. Commando. So from the research that I've done, it's like in the single digits of people that go commando on a daily basis. So I feel like I'm gonna like piss off a vocal minority here. I would put it in cooked, both like literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
Because when it is hot and you're walking along, all you've got are your jeans or your shorts, and you're
Whew.
probably going to deal with sweat spots if it's hot enough. So, Tillman, what do you think? Where should it go?
I'm cooked, man. I can't even think about going commando as an everyday feel. So I'm cooked with them. It's just it's one of those things. It's hot, it's nasty, it gets kind of grimy and sweaty. The first and last time I ever went commando, I chafed up so badly. I couldn't walk normally for a day. It was bad.
Oh,
Dude, it was awful. And I didn't have a choice, right? It was one of those situations where if I would have had underwear, I would have put it on, but I just didn't have a
yep.
choice. So we were doing a survival camp out and we were lost in the woods and it was scary and I like didn't have any clean underwear. And so it was a bad deal, but it was so bad. I'll never go daily
Oh
wear
my goodness.
commando ever. So I'm cooked with them,
Or
man.
daily nowhere.
Yeah, daily. Yeah. Are you even wearing anything? Put them below the cook category if you could, Chris, man. They're just not, it's not doing it for me.
All right. Yeah, sorry guys. And that's not from lack of experience. I did try that for I think I did it for a few months or a year or something like that. And it was okay, but then the moment it started to get hot, it was like immediately it sucked. And hey, maybe some of you guys are okay with that, just like experiencing all of the world in all of its sensations
Yeah.
and
Literally.
like all the seams of your pants and all of the chafing that it has to offer you. Um,
All the colors of the
and yeah,
wind.
maybe you love to like just make your pants as gross as possible. Like, I'm sorry, I can't get there.
It's just not, it's not good, man. It's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, because people would make the argument like, oh, you don't have to pack as much underwear when you go traveling. Well, actually, if you think about it, pants are bigger and you should be wearing more pants if you're not wearing any underwear
Yeah.
because there is nowhere for that sweat to go except right into your pants. All
Yeah.
right. So I'm gonna hold the line on it and say, nope, packing is not an excuse. They're much smaller and you can bring 3 pairs of pants and 7 pairs of underwear versus 7 pairs of pants, which you should be doing, and no underwear. I don't see it.
Oh, yeah, man. It's can't even think about it. I'm just like I might make a lot of people mad, but it just disgusts me, the idea of it, man. Just like
Yeah.
get out of here with that. Don't go commando,
Yeah.
please. If you want to go commando with support, try out some pouch underwear. That's all you got to do.
Yes. Seriously, the pouch underwear, it gives you the separation. It catches the sweat. You're not going to sit on yourself. It just keeps everything in its own little cooled package. Yes, it's an extra layer of fabric, but man, I cannot tell you the level of freedom which you feel. It's like, I always thought of it as, you know that phrase, good fences make good neighbors?
Yeah.
Like, your junk and your legs are neighbors, and they need a fence around
Yep.
them. And when there's no fence, everybody's all up in everybody's business. And it can get really bad really
And
quick.
sometimes that business gets a little twisted up.
Yeah, I know. Well, cool, guys. Man, what an episode. We're going to break down these ideas of what makes a pair of underwear great, what makes it suck. If you loved this episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps us in the algorithm. Leave a comment. Yes, we do read those comments. Subscribe so you can hear more videos like this. We also have some really good life stories coming up. There's a couple content creators that y'all might know of that we're trying to get on here. And hey, we'll see how that goes. Love you guys. We'll see you in the next one.